Ever scrolled through an online store, found the perfect item, and then hesitated at the checkout because of the price tag? We've all been there. It's that moment where you start doing mental gymnastics, trying to figure out if you can swing it right now, or if you should wait and save up. But what if there was a way to get what you want now and pay for it over time? That's where buy now, pay later services like PayBright come in. Now, a lot of people are curious about these services, and one of the biggest questions is, are there any fees involved? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. We'll dive deep into PayBright's fee structure, explaining everything you need to know to make an informed decision. Before we get into the specifics of fees, let's quickly recap what PayBright actually is. PayBright is a Canadian buy now, pay later, or BNPL service that lets you split your online and in-store purchases into smaller, more manageable installments. Instead of paying the full amount up front, you can spread the cost over a period of weeks or months, depending on the retailer and the specific plan you choose. This can be incredibly helpful for budgeting, especially for larger purchases. So, the burning question, does PayBright charge fees? The short answer is, it depends. Let's break down the different scenarios. First, let's talk about the most common scenario, interest-free financing. This is where PayBright really shines. Many retailers partner with PayBright to offer promotional periods where you can finance your purchase with zero interest. This means you only pay the original purchase price, divided into installments. No extra charges, no hidden fees. It's a pretty sweet deal. For example, imagine you want to buy a new laptop that costs $1,000. If the retailer offers a 12-month interest-free plan with PayBright, you would simply pay $83.33 each month for 12 months. That's it. No additional costs. This makes budgeting predictable and allows you to access items you might not be able to afford in one lump sum. Now, this is where things get a little more nuanced. While many plans are interest-free, some do involve interest charges. This usually occurs when the retailer doesn't offer a promotional period or if you choose a longer repayment term. In these cases, PayBright will charge interest on the outstanding balance, similar to a credit card. The interest rates can vary depending on several factors, including your credit score, the purchase amount, and the length of the financing term. It's crucial to pay close attention to the terms and conditions presented during the checkout process. PayBright is required to clearly disclose the interest rate, the total cost of borrowing, and the repayment schedule before you finalize the purchase. Don't just click through without reading. Make sure you understand the terms you're agreeing to. Another potential fee to be aware of is late payment fees. If you miss a scheduled payment, PayBright may charge a late payment fee. The amount of this fee can vary, so it's essential to set up payment reminders and ensure you have sufficient funds in your account on the due dates. Missing payments can not only incur fees, but can also negatively impact your credit score. This is a critical point to consider. While BNPL services can be very convenient, it's vital to treat them like any other financial obligation. It's also worth noting that PayBright doesn't charge any prepayment penalties. This means if you want to pay off your balance early, you can do so without any extra charges. This provides flexibility and allows you to save on interest if you have the means to accelerate your payments. So, to summarize the fee structure, interest-free plans, no interest or fees are charged during the promotional period. This is the ideal scenario. Interest-bearing plans, interest is charged on the outstanding balance. The rate varies depending on several factors. Late payment fees, fees may be charged for missed payments. Prepayment penalties, none. You can pay off your balance early without any extra charges. Now, let's address some common misconceptions about PayBright and fees. Some people believe that all BNPL services are inherently expensive and riddled with hidden fees. While this can be true for some less reputable providers, PayBright is generally transparent about its fee structure. As long as you understand the terms of your specific plan, you can avoid any surprises. Another misconception is that using PayBright will automatically hurt your credit score. This isn't necessarily true. While PayBright may perform a soft credit check when you apply for financing, this usually doesn't impact your credit score. However, as we mentioned earlier, missed payments can be reported to credit bureaus, which can negatively affect your credit. So, responsible use is key. Before you commit to a PayBright plan, always take the time to review the terms and conditions. Look for the following information. Interest rate. If applicable, this will tell you how much extra you'll be paying over the financing term. Repayment schedule. This outlines the due dates and amounts of your payments. Late payment fees. This clarifies the cost of missing a payment. Total cost of borrowing. This shows the total amount you'll repay, including any interest and fees. By being informed and understanding the terms of your agreement, you can use PayBright effectively and avoid any unexpected costs. It's all about responsible borrowing and making sure it aligns with your financial situation. In conclusion, are there fees for using PayBright? Sometimes. Many plans are interest-free, which means no extra costs. However, some plans do involve interest and late payment fees can apply. The key takeaway is to read the terms and conditions carefully before you commit to a plan. By doing so, you can make informed decisions and use PayBright as a valuable tool for managing your finances. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.